I was seeing other people's testimony, and I just had to know for myself if it was real or not. And then I call and you answer the phone, and we chatted for a minute, and I continue. I watched more testimonies for about another 3 months before I even got into the program, because I had to be sure, because I'm a hustler, and I've hustled people before, so I want to make sure that this wasn't a hustle.
So what was the nail in the coffin where you said this is not? I mean, what was the process? Or did you see something or hear something or what?
I went out and one of the students that was in the program with you was in my city, which is Cynthia from Stay Ready Nails. So I followed her, and I was watching her testimony, and I was watching her reels and watching her Instagram stories. So I called her up off Instagram one day. No, I DM'd her and asked her, could I come out and visit? And when I went out to visit the nail school, and she showed me the blueprint she had in the binders, I was sold. Because it was tangible now. Now I actually see somebody being successful from the blueprint program that's there for me. So God puts people in your life for a reason and a season. And me knowing that, I was not going to let this season pass. And I was not going to let something else be the reason that I didn't get involved in this program. And I did. And Cynthia, she locked it in for me. In order for me to live the life that I want to live and have longevity, so I had to make changes in my life. And that was part of the change. And for the people that are seeing this, that are wondering if it can be done, here's my school. It can be done. This time last year, I was working in a shop, somebody else's shop, paying booth rent. I still am. But it's only because I want to. I can cut hair here. I have a full operational shop right here. School, I can do that here. But after I'm waiting for my inspection so I can put my signs and everything up, and then I'm gonna move on everything here. It can be done. If you put God first, He can make this happen for you. I'm living proof. Chin, you changed my life. It was a plan that I always had, but you pushed me. You gave me that desire to want it. I listened to your story, getting out of prison, didn't have nothing. You came home with no driver's license. I tell you, my man came home with no driver's license, with nothing, couldn't have it. If he can do it, and we got out of school, I got out of school in 98, and I think you went around the school around the same time, we had similar stories. You had to change your life because you wanted something better for your life. Your why, because you wanted to retire your mother. My why, because I want to retire my wife. I want my son to go to private school. I want him to know the difference between right and wrong, but I want him to know how to operate in affluency. I want him to know financial things, and I want him to know banking information, things that I wasn't privy to because I didn't have the money and I didn't have the education. The education wasn't there for us. Create a new path for my family, and so that the legacy will continue on. And how I couldn't leave a legacy at the barbershop. I was leaving a legacy of employee. I wanted to create generational wealth for my family and not continue the cycle of my family of workers. We're worker bees. I wanted my family to be full of kings and queens. So the generational wealth starts with me. And I owe you a lot for driving me and pushing me there. Because now I'm here working these things out. All I had to do was put forth the effort. And when you pray to God, it's not telling them, it's inviting them. It's liberating. It's liberating. I'm glad I met you, brother. And if I wouldn't have met you and I wouldn't have took initiative to get this, I'll be still behind that chair without knowing how to get here. I didn't think that it was possible because all the information that I read back then, you have to have a $100,000 surety bond. You have to have this, you have to have that. I had no way of knowing that I could get there until I got that blueprint. And I saw other people getting there. And I saw that Chin is the mentor that I need. I can get there. The rest is history, bro. Make an investment in your future. The best investment that I always said the best move that I ever made was becoming a barber because it freed me up. It freed my life from a lot of things. It was one of the best decisions. But being a part of this blueprint, being a part of this mentorship, this program, was one of the best moves I could ever make because it's liberating me. It's setting me free from the chair. I've been chained to the barber chair for 24 summers. the biggest investment investment I made in my life was in the blueprint. Taking that, investing in myself and investing in my future, I'm going to go gold. I'm going gold. And I want to leave that with the people that are looking and listening, that just because you don't have the money, that money God won't bless you with the favor. All you got to do is get started. Show me where I can get started without the money. The first place to get started is find out the barber laws in your state. Work yourself from there. Work backwards from there. Find out the barber laws, work backwards. And you working backwards, that means you already have your vision for your school. To start is to get the barber laws. And now you work backwards. You work backwards to where your vision is. So I got the laws and I got my visions. Now you can get to work. The location of where you're gonna get your chairs from. The location of where I'm gonna get my stations from. Chin to give you to get the blueprint of how operations go, from the opening of the door to the closing it in the evening. Turning on the radio, how much money to keep in the cash register. Every point of business is in the blueprint. That's favor. Because you can't go online and purchase this anywhere. When I saw him, I tried. I admit it. Man, I tried to Google this thing and tried to find it. Couldn't find it. Favor. I'm thankful for Miss Velma. I'm grateful for her. I'm grateful for you. It's all out of favor. I love you, man. Thank you.